Welcome back to Spectrobes.
Blind. Except Mark isn't blind, but we call it blind because it's a blind Let's Play.
Okay.
What were you doing?
Am I on the right moon? Did I go to the right moon with last time, or I can't remember.
Well, go to the navigation system.
Is it? Is it this one?
Yes.
Right. So we're on Area 2?
You want to go to Area 3. It literally doesn't matter which order you do these in. The first moon that you go to will have nothing, and the second moon will always have the boss. So you can literally do these in either or. I actually mentioned that last time we recorded this.
Running.
Please forgive me, I have a slightly stuffy nose. No, it's not you-know-what's-its. It's not that thing that shares a name with one of the Spectrobe properties. I mean, the three Spectrobe properties are Corona, Flash, and Aurora.
Oh, yeah. Well, might as well do this one here. That's a fail. Oh, hoo, hoo.
But that sure is not it.
I haven't been able to... I haven't had the time to grind, because I got too many other things to do.
Let's talk about some of those other things. This is a more laid-back, casual playthrough.
Well, one of them is kind of a surprise, but... let's just say it requires a lot of work on my part. And it's related to the channel.
Well, yes. The other one that's probably not going to be as much of a surprise is we're working on a playthrough of Mega Man and Bass.
Yeah.
That's not as much as like we advertised that was coming at the end of Mega Man 8, and we've dragged our feet on that.
That's a big sphere of destruction.
It's a big crawl ball.
Oh, that's right. Fuck! I said I was going to practice this system and I never got around to it. Shit!
Oh. Yeah, you press the shoulder button assigned to that Spectrobe, and then you press X to make them attack. Your Spectrobes are still in really good health right now, so now's a good time to just fiddle around and practice. Kind of what you've been doing with Bass. I mean, you know what I find funny? First of all, because I'm editing together the two quote unquote halves of the video, though I'll get to that little tidbit later to make a full video. What the first part is me playing as Mega Man on the Super Famicom fan translated version, and then the second part is Mark on the official GBA version, the officially released to the West GBA version. And like in the first episode, you had so many passive-aggressive comments towards me.
Yeah, I was like, Mike probably does this no problem. Like, I don't have any problem with this.
Oh, yeah? Well, guess what? I got passive-aggressive right back at you with post-text.
Yeah.
Mike always does that, but no, I don't. Well, maybe I'm just better than you.
That's right. I already found a mineral I wanted to get. That stupid fucking cyclocane hit me!
There's actually a tornado warning in our area.
Again?
Recent. I'm telling the
Oh,
audience.
there was. Oh, okay, I didn't hear there was. Okay. But I wouldn't be surprised if there was another one, to be honest.
Blast. know what Baja means. It's spelled B-A-J-A. But apparently, in
Baja.
regards... There's a place called Baja, California, which is also known as Lower California. So maybe this is in reference to Baja, California, because otherwise calling it Lower Blast just doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
Or it could just be this Spanish, where I think Baja is Spanish. I could be completely wrong. Hashtag I don't speak much Spanish. I know... If I'm wrong on that, I'm sure there's somebody that will be watching this video that will correct me. I'm sure we have a viewer who is fluent in Espanol. You know who you are, don't you? Don't you?
Boy, I sure got to this fast.
Oh, maybe you should have came to this moon first.
No sign of any crawl nest here either. But what's that?
It's a crawl!
Whoa! So this is what's been causing that massive shadow! You're the unlucky pest of the day! That's a funny line. You're the unlucky pest of the day! I'm gonna make you pay for defacing Zeba? Let's do this!
Zeba.
Because and now I instantly regret not having practiced the battle mode more.
You'll do fine. You'll just get your ass kicked.
Oh, come on,
X.
Damn it!
He doesn't do a whole lot of damage. He just darts around a lot. You might want to try charging up for... Charge. Yeah, what I would recommend is just start building up your charge meter to maximum and use your combo attack.
How?
Why?
Right. Okay, let's do this.
Have an ice chunk.
Oh, fuck, yes!
You'll at least get rid of his two little lackeys. And then you'll just have him to deal with.
Yeah, I like this plan! And... do it! Do it again. Do it.
Gotta do it if you wanna get through it.
Yeah.
With an ice chunk in his face, yeah.
There we go.
Another one will finish off his lackeys and it will severely weaken him.
Ow. A whole 1 damage.
Yeah. He himself isn't that big of a threat, it seems.
I feel like I'm abusing Volti-Blast or something.
That's because you are. Oh, you'll charge your charge gauge faster. If you want to just keep abusing this tactic, when you press the L or R buttons and then press A to tell your Spectrobes to charge. So, tell one of them to charge, and then tell the other to charge. And then just hold the A button.
Dang. Ow. Man, Rolling can take some hits from this thing.
And you're full already. Just keep doing that and you should have this battle in the bag. Yeah, you'll have to tell them to start charging again because it resets, but in the... Yeah, just say charge, charge, and then hold the A button. Do. It's like, this is certainly exploitable.
Ow. Ow. Ow.
Go! Why?
Damn Beyblade.
I'll let her rip. try just attacking it directly.
Okay. Ow.
After it stops Beyblading all over the place.
Ready? Maybe. Good. Good.
And he moves a lot.
Damn it! You weren't close enough! Alright, now you cancel this one.
Launch the bird!
It moves too much! Okay. And... Oh, fuck. Stop! I don't even feel bad for abusing that attack, because this guy just doesn't...
Go!
Fucking... Stop! What the hell?
Give him the...
I can't even see him.
He's up there. Head him off. Give him the bird! Or that thing.
Boop, boop.
You can finish him off with a blaster now.
Not close enough. Can't see him. Here.
Three-way shot, mother... And each one of those would have done enough to kill him. Alone.
Oh, nice! Look at all that gura. Love it.
Mm-hmm. I cannot see. Rollin, what happened? The moons are slowing down.
I just destroyed a huge leader crawl. I think it was causing the problem with Zeba's moons.
Well, I've confirmed that the moons are returning to their original orbits. Good work. Oh, I can see the one screen, but it's a little bit darker on the one screen, which makes it easier on the eyes for me. And what about the nest? Did you find it?
Bad news. No sign of it here.
Understood. Don't worry. We'll find it. It surely won't be on a planet that we can't get to with our current level of technology. Like that would happen.
It has to be somewhere in the Nanairo. And not even the system, just the in Nanairo. Oh, okay. And we have to find it fast.
We will. Keep your chin up. Baja Blast.
Okay, Gina, got it.
Rollin. We're waiting for you at the ship.
See you in a few minutes.
Especially since I have a jetpack that gets me right there.
Down, 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 down.
I heard a cat asking the wrong way.
I love the jetpack.
I love the jetpack. It's so bad. I don't know why. I'm singing to Indiana Jones.
I should heal.
Yes, you should. Before you die now, you die now, and don't actually lose progress.
It doesn't. Does he, like, progress-wise, it does. I mean, like, if I die, it doesn't matter if I saved or not, right? Or does it?
I don't think it matters.
Okay, I'm not gonna save then.
Not in this game, it doesn't.
You got anything new to say?
I wonder where the crawl nest could be.
Right. Anyway.
And this will be a report to the commander because you did the thing you were supposed to do.
Gina, Rollin, come in, come in. Have you completed your investigation on Zeba? Yes, sir.
Zeba!
In case. That was really funny for some reason.
Zeba!
So it sounds like a Pokemon saying its own name. Zeba, 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 Zeba. I encountered and eliminated a large leader crawl. but I didn't find any signs of a crawl nest. That's not good. I fear we're running out of time.
Sir, what do you want us to do?
I just received a report from the observatory here on Colin. It says that Mido, whatever.
Mido.
The seventh planet has vanished completely from our radar. How can a planet just vanish? I mean, is there a Death Star involved or something? We believe it's still there. We just can't see it. The astronomers at the observatory believe that this can only mean one thing. Black vortexes have completely covered the entire surface of the planet. That's a lot of battles! We feel confident that the Crawl nest must be there. The Crawl launched their attack on Giorna from a planet cloaked in shadows as well. We must set a course from Mido! What's wrong? Why are you hesitating? I'm sure we found the site of the Crawl nest.
You don't understand. It's not possible. Mido is the farthest planet in this star system. We don't have the technology to send manned spacecraft that far in space. Or out in space.
What? If only my starship had survived the journey here!
Yeah, you came from like an entirely different solar system, man.
I can't believe it. We find the nest and it's out of reach. Maybe Kroll have intelligence after all. You
mean like some kind of high crawl? Oh, please don't be silly, Roland.
Yeah, that'd be silly. Like that would ever happen, right? Anyway.
Even though there's some of my villains from the series, but that's beside the point.
We can't just sit here and wait for them to attack us again. It's too early to give up yet. Huh? Professor Kate, is that you? Commander Grant, it's been a long time. I apologize for eavesdropping.
Long time no see.
Well, that was very rude of you. Very rude indeed. Anyway, Kate, you haven't changed at all. What makes you say it's too early to give up? Well, Commander, I just had a brilliant idea. Rollin, can you make your way to my lab? I've got something here that just might solve your problem. Sure, but... You have to go, Rollin. She may be our only hope right now. And then the Empire is going to strike back.
Then the Crawl will strike back.
Then we'll have a return of the Spectrobes Masters. Anyway.
Actually, ironically enough, that's kind of how this plays out.
Oh my gosh, you're right! That's exactly how this series goes! You have to go, Rollin. She may be we need to see what she should about. Mark can't talk today. Understood, sir. We'll depart for Professor Kate's lab now. For hidden laboratory!
So, yeah, it's just back on actual Zeba.
Actual Zeba.
I can tell you don't know where that is.
Area 1?
Yes. On the planet that's been split down the middle. It's actually split like that because of the faster rotation of the moons. So that's apparently a recent development.
I was like, I wonder if Gina said anything. Fuck it.
By the way, apparently the people here... You are going completely the wrong way. Apparently some of the people here do actually say other things, but...
no. Okay. They're hard to find.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh! Okay, I don't think this is... Unlike most other channels, what we'll play in the future tends to be pretty obvious a lot of the time. If we've already started a series, then expect that we'll get to every game in that series at some point.
Yeah.
So, I was just telling Mark the other day, like, man, part of me can't wait till we get to playing Sonic Adventure, but the other part of me is kind of terrified because there are things that both the Game Grumps and the Runaway guys have done in their playthroughs that I just don't think we can top. But I'm trying to think of things that we can maybe do in our playthrough that would be unique. You know,
Well, for one thing, we're gonna have. Whoops! I guess I told him to charge.
Yeah, you told him to charge, not attack. You got enough. Speaking of which, you've charged up enough to use special attacks.
Yeah. Eh.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that tornado move. And the other one does a stomach fireball from its stomach mouth.
Damn it.
Its stomach mouth missed.
So, well, I gotta, like, say charge again to stop him from doing it?
No, you have to tell him to follow.
Oh, okay. Boop. There we go.
Follow me, set me free. Wait, that's Sonic Adventure 2. So you were saying one thing in regards to Sonic Adventure? One thing...
Oh, I would have... That we'll be playing... I'll be playing... It's still a small thing, but I'll be playing as Tails while you're playing as Sonic.
Yeah, because, I'm assuming with the Game Grumps, it was probably just Aaron playing the whole thing.
Yeah.
That's because that's how that show usually goes.
Uh-huh.
For TRG, what they did a relay where every time someone beat an action stage, they would hand the controller off to someone else.
Huh.
Which meant that if there was a boss after an action stage, someone else would get the boss who didn't play the action stage. Because they only handed the controller off after action stages, not bosses or sub-games. But what we're doing is we're having... So, like, there's certain characters that only Mark is playing as, certain characters that only I'm playing as. And we might rope Jacob into playing as Knuckles, I don't know.
Because we usually do.
So having someone who has practiced all of a particular character's stages and playstyles will be different. But you know another thing I was thinking we could do?
What?
And this is something I almost never do when playing the game casually. It's something I don't see a lot of other people do, for the most part. Although TRG did do a lot of messing around in the overworld sections. But there's, like, some legit side stories and whatnot that go... I mean, they're not, like, actual side quests, but... Like... There's just little extra stories and story details with their own developments going on with the NPCs in Station Square and what have you.
Huh.
Like, you'll meet a woman that's like, my husband's a famous researcher. When you go out to the Mystic Ruins, you'll find her husband. Or some girl who's in love with a guy that works at the burger shop.
It's gonna be interesting to record Sonic Adventure, considering it's not the first time we've recorded Sonic Adventure. But the last time we did it was a disaster, and it was done in a very different way.
And it had nothing to do with Let's Plays or this channel. Do you want to talk about that?
Hell, it was before YouTube, I think.
Yeah, it was actually. We tried to piece together a Sonic Adventure movie.
We'll talk about this again, like during
during
when we actually play Sonic Adventure, but I don't mind bringing it up twice.
No, because some people might watch this and not watch that.
Exactly.
But
we were trying.
Someone actually did what we wanted to do. On YouTube, someone actually made a Sonic Adventure movie basically doing what we would have done.
Huh.
And then they did it with Sonic Adventure 2, and they tried to do it with Sonic Heroes. The Sonic Heroes one is very lazy. He's like, why should I even bother putting effort into this? But yeah, two things I know we will not be able to top when it comes to Sonic Adventure playthroughs already on YouTube. We won't be able to top Aaron's rage, because I don't think much can.
Yeah.
And we won't be able to top Proton John's intentional stupidity, as I like to call it.
Good boy. Get him.
Now you're getting back into the flow of things. Charging up your special meter while in between issuing normal attack commands.
Yeah, apparently anything's easier for me to get the hang of than dashing with bass and Mega Man and bass.
I'll be honest, that was actually something I had some trouble with myself. And then, at some point, I don't know how or why, but at some point it just, like, clicked with me, and I can't explain why. I can't describe it. It's just like... I think I did have the same inconsistencies that you did, and somehow, I don't know how, I guess it became, like, literal muscle memory, to the point where I can do it without... You're going the wrong way.
Yeah, I thought so.
To the point where I can do it without thinking about it at all, period.
Whew.
And now I can do it, still not 100% of the time, but I can do it like 80 to 90% of the time. Maybe even more like 95% of the time.
You made it! I'll get straight to the point. You know of the ruins on planet Nisa, right? Don't you? I guess it's the same thing. Yes, I've been inside. That will help. Now, this may sound like nonsense, but the ruins are actually an interstellar spaceship. The ancients built it in order to reach distant star systems. If we could actually figure out how to operate it, we might be able to reach Nanayo's outer planets. The outer rim, if you will. You really do believe the ruins are part of a huge spaceship? Yes, and this red gem is called a keystone. I think it's part of the ship's ignition and power system.
Or it could be used to Mega Evolve... Oh wait, that doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah. Whatever. I'll get into that later. There's also another green one in the museum on Colin. Both of them were taken from within the ruins on Nisa. We have to return them to the original spots they were found. I'm certain they can make the starship fly again. Really? I know it's hard to believe. I can't blame you for doubting me. But given your options, don't you think you should give it a try? If I weren't completely serious, do you think I'd actually give you this rare stone? Here, take it. Hooray, red keystone. And here, you'll need this to get the second keystone out of the museum on Colin.
Letter from Kate. Ain't it great?
Show this letter to the curator of the museum on Colin. His name is Webster. He's got a beard stash. I'm the one who left the keystone with the museum for safekeeping. After all, it belongs in the museum! Given the situation, Webster should be more than happy to give it back to us, especially if you donate a whole bunch of fossils, bugs, and fish. Now go. You must try to bring that ancient spaceship back to life. I'll do my best. She's crazy.
I mean, it doesn't look like any spaceship that we understand, therefore it can't possibly ever be a spaceship, because if we don't understand how the technology works, then it's not technology. Ain't that right?
Alright.
You know, earlier today I was having a conversation about preconceived notions and how it's like one of the hardest things for people to get over.
Uh-huh.
Once you have a preconceived notion in your head about something, it is hard to rewrite that.
Okay.
Not impossible, but hard. Like, some people have a preconceived notion that Mega Man in Mega Man and Bass is a sucky character, and that the game wasn't designed around him, but designed around Bass. And I go on a full tirade about this in my Mega Man playthroughs. The long and short of it, to put it bluntly, hey Mark, imagine just taking Bass with his dash jump and his double jump and just plopping him in any previous Mega Man game. How much would he break the game?
Jeez. Oh yeah, man. Just being able to shoot up.
Not even that. I'm talking about just his jumping abilities.
Oh yeah, that too.
And people are like, see, this game is clearly designed with Bass in mind. Because Mega Man has to do the same shit he's always done in every game that he's ever been in. Like, using special weapons to augment his platforming abilities, which has been done since the first game. So it clearly wasn't designed around him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, really? Not to mention, there's numerous times when Mega Man can use his slide to actually bypass things that Bass has to fight his way through.
Yeah, I've noticed that. I'm like, oh, I want to get in there, damn it!
It's like, not for you! It's not only just for picking up items, it's also like, there are times when, like, hey, there's an enemy perched on this platform, and just enough room for Mega Man to slide under it. Mega Man can slide under it. Bass has to kill that enemy. That enemy is a tank. That enemy is a bullet sponge. Have fun.
Oh gosh.
But people insist that the game was not designed around Mega Man's abilities, and I'm like, do you think maybe you're just saying that because Mega Man is a harder character to use in most instances, and you're trying to justify that by being like, well, it's clearly harder for Mega Man because it wasn't designed for him. Even though the same can be said I'll pick this up later.
Mr. Webster, I have a letter you need to read.
Roland gave the letter from Kate to Mr. Webster. I think I voiced him.
Okay.
What's this? It looks like Professor Kate's handwriting. What does it say? What? She wants me to give the keystone to you? But the keystone is the pride and joy of our museum. This is absolutely absurd.
The keystone is vital to the peace and security of our star system. We need your help.
This is all so hard to believe, but I can't rightly refuse a request from Professor Kate. She's just too damn pretty. I can't... It can't be helped, I suppose. Please take great care of it. Rollin' got the green keystone. I myself still don't quite believe Professor Kate's theory about the ruins being some sort of ship. But I hope this keystone helps you with your mission just the same. Sorry, I had an awkward pause there. I'm out, damn it! How are things looking, Roland?
I just got the keystone from Mr. Webster.
That's great! Let's set a course for the ruins of Nisa.
Right, but first I have to get outside this building.
Hey, Rollin, speaking of keystones, aren't you forgetting something? Aren't you forgetting something blue?
Yeah, remember what we did earlier, Rollin? Anyway, I know I could just use my jetpack, but since we just left the building...
Yeah. Besides, there's no enemies here.
Freebies!
That was a cube.
Oh, there we go. Okay, I haven't gotten a cube in a while. Guess I'll get this one.
Anyways, back to what I was saying about, like, Mega Man Base doesn't feel like it was designed with Mega Man in mind. If that were literally the case, they wouldn't give him alternate routes that only he could access. That were made specifically for his abilities.
Yeah.
There would literally be jumps he would not be able to make even with using the ice wall as a platform. And here's an idea. Have people ever Oh, this is one of those combo minerals that it'll give you more health but lower attack. Anyways, to illustrate my point that sometimes if a game isn't designed around certain abilities of a character, that character can actually make the game easier instead of harder. Hey, Mark?
Yep.
Okay, imagine this scenario. Imagine Samus from Super Metroid at full power being plopped into Super Star Wars. How much would she break that game?
Wow, a lot.
Exactly, because it's not designed with her in mind. That's my point. If you want to say that the game isn't designed with Mega Man in mind because it's harder, well, the same could literally be said in the other direction. That because Base makes a lot of the platforming easier to almost trivial and can cheese so much of it, it could stand to reason that it wasn't designed with his abilities in mind. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Alright, I think we're almost at the end of this episode. I just want to make sure there's no, like, weird communication with the commander or whatever. There's Nisa, or actually, it's a spaceship to get in. Oh, that's...
So those ruins on Nisa are actually a spaceship that can reach the outer planets? I guess the only thing we can do is take the keystones to the ruins and find out for sure.
We don't have them all, Gina! Okay, do I have full access to explore, or is there a damn cinematic?
You have full access to explore.
Okay. Alright, everybody.
He's gonna grind and stuff. Maybe.
Let's,
well,
actually, can I, can I see my money on this screen, or?
Yeah, top. Gura.
6,300. I think I need like 12,000 to get the best stuff. Best suit.
Wait, go to the shop. There might be more stuff available now. I'm not sure when more stuff becomes available. More stuff becomes available at key moments in the story. Kind of like how the shop in Mega Man and Base works. When after you defeat enough bosses, more stuff becomes available.
Yep.
See, I found a way to bring that right back. It wasn't forced at all. Nope. It was totally forced.
New equipment.
No, new stuff isn't available in the shop.
Yeah. Oh, actually, no. Go back for a second. I just want to see something. Go into the shop. I just wanted to see. Ooh, 18,000. Yeah, I still got a ways to go. Because I figure, why not just buy the best thing?
Exactly. Though you'll need, you'll actually, at some point in the game, need a suit with the Corona property. So, at some point, in order to proceed, Rollin will have to get the corona.
Oh, gosh.
Demonetized, everybody!
Which sucks, because we're almost at that point where we can actually do that.
Well, YouTube has so graciously said, people can talk about the coronavirus, they just can't contradict medical information or what the mainstream news media says.
Whatever. Anyway,
Which we haven't done, we just only mentioned its name, and that's it. Demonetized, because YouTube.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. We did a lot of stuff, didn't we? Fought a boss, talked to a bunch of people, did some mining. So yeah, see you next time.
Talked about upcoming games that we'll play in the future. Ranted about a game we're currently playing.
So much stuff happened in this episode.
Mark can stop it at any time and cut me off.